Good morning, folks, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good morning. So, for those of you who have never been here before, welcome. So I am working on, this is my mandala for this month's DP Mashup event, hosted by Katya from Carpe Diem Does Diamond Painting. Hello, Chu. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I started this last weekend, and as you can see, I got all across the bottom here done, and I know Jill from Diamond Painting with the Edwards is not going to be joining us because she's got family obligations. Katya, I don't know. She tends to be busy with other things, and yeah. So I did send her a link in case she wants to pop in and join in. So I'm going to continue working on this for for the DP mashup. I took the original drills that came with the kit with the canvas, and my daughter she swapped them out. She just picked different drills, and then I just kitted those drills up instead of the original drills that came with the kit. So it's totally different colors than what it should be. Like the L here, which is like outlining everything, is supposed to be, I'm guessing, 310, but they're actually swapped over for this other color, which is like a navy blue. And so I've been working on it a bit, only during my live streams. So because it's round, I'm only using my other big tray here. I prefer this one for my round drills. So the letter P. See the letter P? I've got a light green, and on the canvas, it's supposed to be a pink. Whew, it's warm in here. Okay, so how is everybody? I know there's only one in here right now. It says there's two watching, but I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that the other person is me. Yeah. So hello, Chu. How are you? Oh, this is the wrong color, so put that elsewhere. So I recently got this new way of mounting my phone so that I can now have you guys see from an aerial view. And in my I did a recent video, an unboxing video where I unboxed these new pens, and I've been using them, and I really like them. They're nice and chunky. They're really cute, nice and chunky. And yeah, so I'm hoping everybody is having a nice weekend. It's raining here. Yeah, it's raining here. But you know what? Sorry, you know the age-old saying, April showers bring May flowers. So we'll see what May flowers these April showers bring. Yeah, my daughter is in the bedroom doing her thing, and last night started downloading and installing a game on my laptop for her to be able to play with her friends again. The game is Guild Wars 2. Started installing it on my laptop last night, and then it's like, oh, you ran out of disk space. It's like, wait, what? Oh, man. So I had to switch over to installing it on my external hard drive. Because, yeah, the hard drive for my laptop is really small. So it's actually, yeah, so because I had to restart the installation and whatnot, I went to bed while it was still installing, and got up this morning and it was at 68%. So yeah, now it's almost done. Almost done. Yeah, almost done installing. And yeah, Guild Wars 2. So I myself have never played it. I'm thinking that maybe I'll create an account and try playing it a little bit here, a little bit there, maybe. We'll see. Not too sure because, well, I don't really have much time to play video games or computer games. And the games that I usually do play, well, the games that I do play, are games, the majority of them are games that I play through Missed Play to earn points that I can then later redeem for money. And what I usually do is I redeem for $5 on Amazon. And I've been doing that all winter. And that money I've been saving on my Amazon account to go towards the purchasing of a lawnmower for cutting the lawn here. But there's also a couple of other things as well. Well, actually, there's a total of 4 things. There's the lawnmower, there's a meat cutter, that'll help greatly in it will help me greatly for cooking. Because of my arthritis, it's hard for me using the spatula for cooking. Yeah, so that it'll help. And then there's sealant. There's a can of Minwax for sealing my diamond paintings. And there's also a set of paints for my daughter for her artwork. So I've saved almost $100. Well, actually, currently I'm at $88 and change. And for all of that stuff, it's like $205 and change. And I think that's like before tax. Yeah, I think that's what it is before tax. Yeah. Oh, oh, that was cool. Yeah, so we got new neighbors next door here. Yesterday morning, Wolfie and I, we went for a quick little stroll over to the dumpster to get rid of the garbage, and maybe, yeah, peek at the new neighbors. Yeah, didn't really see much. Yeah, didn't really see much. Just saw a big, there's a couple of trucks there, and a camper. But yeah, so I aside from that, I don't know. I don't know what else is going on. Well, I get paid next week, Wednesday next week. So hopefully we'll be borrowing my dad's truck to go to the town next door to spend, I don't know, 2-3 hours at Service BC, which is where we have to go to get to submit paperwork and ID and all of that stuff for her, the registration for her account, well, for her file with income assistance. And while we're there, we're going to be replacing her BCID. Yeah. So so we'll be getting all of that stuff done, all that wonderful stuff done. And yeah. And yeah, it's a slow going process. Hey, Lola. Hello, sis. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah. Don't forget to hit the like button. Like, subscribe, share if you want. Yeah. So that's what's going on next week. Get off that pen. There we go. So I'm hoping that things will go smoothly. Unfortunately, it is tricky because the office is in another town, and even with the cost of gas going down, my dad is still complaining about the cost of gas. Because the other day he's like, well, if I go for coffee this week, then I won't be going next week because of the cost of gas. And it's like, well, there's no more carbon tax on gas. So it's like 30 cents cheaper than it was like a couple weeks ago. So what the hell? Yeah, excuses. Do you want me to Don't think it works that way, Lola. I don't think it works that way, unfortunately. Yeah, I think you can only subscribe once. But I know YouTube, they sometimes will unsubscribe people from channels. It's never happened to me that I know of. The channels that I like to watch, I have never been accidentally unsubscribed from. Yeah, because I still get notifications for them. As long as you watch the channel regularly enough, then you'll always get. Your guess is 109. It's like 130, 140 something. Something like that. I think it was like 146.9 when we were let's see, gas. 138. Yeah, 138, 138. Yeah. Oh, there's 149. 134, 136, 150. Yeah, so well, you've got a res, yeah. Yeah, we have a native reserve. Not around here, but in the town next door, there's a native reserve. Um, I've got some native friends that live out there. Yeah, nicer than the those natives or Native Americans are nicer than the ones that we lived with, that I lived with in the city before moving here. Those ones is like you open up your mouth to say anything and they're like, "Oh, you're racist. You're racist." What? I never said anything derogatory towards you or about you or about your people. So, no, I'm not racist. Yeah. It's like, seriously? I grew up in a town where it didn't matter the your nationality, the color of your skin, none of that stuff mattered. The town that I grew up in, people are people. Everybody's blood is the same color. So there. Yeah. Canada, yeah. Yeah, I wish I could come out there and get gas. But it would probably cost a it would probably cost close to $1,000 in gas just to get out there. Well, depending on what vehicle is used. Like if I use my bonus mom's car, it would probably cost like $100. If I use my dad's truck, it costs like $1,000. Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, the Diamond Nana. Hello, Melissa. Hello. So it's raining here just a bit. Still got the April showers going on here. And I'm working on my mandala for the DP mashup. I don't know where Katya is. Maybe she's got another craft fair. Or maybe she forgot. Don't know. She doesn't really message me back when I message her on Facebook Messenger. Doo-doo-doo. 3 hours? 3 hours, probably $50, maybe cheaper, so multiply that by however much. Oh, that's nice that you get sunshine. It's supposed to clear up. The rain is supposed to clear up here in a bit. But it's nice that the rain is like helping to clean up the snow, what is left of it, if there's any left. We don't have any here, but there might still be some up on the mountains. There usually is. We have glaciers all year round around here. So yeah, I decided I'm just gonna do like fill in all of one color at a time, because it's not a big canvas. So I'm doing all of my P's right now. I don't know how much I'm gonna get done of my A's because I'm almost all out of my A's. I'm going to have to go dig in and see if I can find some more of that particular color. And then save that for tomorrow's live stream. I seem to be doing better with my sleep lately. I've been going to bed like anytime after 6 p.m. I go to bed and I'm asleep by no later than 10 lately. And then I'm up. I'm usually up anytime between 6 and 8 in the morning. Ooh, your labels? That's awesome. I'm glad you were able to find those, Diamond Nana. I have so many. I'm still on the first row of each. So yeah, these labels, they go a long way. I'm thinking next time I might get some of the heart-shaped one labels just to spice things up a bit, you know. So what's everybody else working on? I'm still working on my little helpers for now. When I'm not working on this one, and I'm only working on this one during my live streams. I might buy another diamond painting on payday next week. We'll see how our finances are, because got to pay extra on the phone bill because of upgrading, and I've got the new phone, and I got to finish paying off my old phone. Oh, you bought 2 different kinds? Okay. So the cover for this is still attached on the back by staples, which helps, actually. It does help to keep it from, so that I can keep it on, to keep it covered and protected. Yeah, my phone's going to be shut off on Wednesday. I get paid Friday, so I have to pray for a miracle. What? Shut off on Wednesday? You don't get paid till Friday? Well, that really sucks. So, sneak peek from Ever After diamond painting. Ooh, cool. Well, I'm almost done with the P. So, sorry, I'm just drawing a bit of a blank here on my mind. You know, squirrel brain. So that really sucks that, yeah. Yeah, you should try call them. Just say, "I get paid on Friday. Please don't shut me off on Wednesday." And if you get a guy on the phone, try crying. Be overly dramatic. "I really need my phone. Please, 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 please don't cut me off. It's just 2 days. Please. I'll pay it as soon as my money comes in on Friday. Please." I know I can be a little overly dramatic. But sometimes it helps. Sometimes it works using a girly card. When it comes to men and you start crying, it makes them uncomfortable. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to change I gotta change the putty in my pens. So I really hope that this angle works for you guys to be able to see what I'm working on without my chonky hands in the way. I've done 2 videos so far from this from this angle. One won't be uploaded until the end of July because it's the kit up for my hilarity canvas for the August event, Chaos and Hilarity. I just decided to kit it up now. So it's kitted up and it's hanging. The drills are kitted up. The canvas is hanging. So the next time my boyfriend comes over, he'll get to see it because it's hanging in view, and I do believe that's all the pee. I don't see any more pee. So no more pee. All done with the pee. Okay. So what should I do next? I'm gonna do G. G. I got a lot of G. Lots of G. So I'm gonna do the G. So this is just what's left in one bottle. And I got a whole nother bottle of G. So yeah, something I gotta buy on Wednesday is parchment paper. Because I want to be able to start working on my Hungry Cookie Monster, but I ran out of parchment paper when I kitted up my little helpers. I used the last of my parchment paper on that one. So, and then the last time we went shopping, I forgot to grab parchment paper. Because, well, food was kind of a little bit more important. So, yeah. So payday, Wednesday, we're also gonna get, you wanna stitch today, your eye hurts. Oh, yeah, I hate when my eyes hurt. Makes it hard to see. When my eyes hurt, they end up watering. Looks like I'm crying, but I'm not. And I'll sit with the pads of my hands, like this part of my hand, resting, lightly pressing against my eyes, because my eyes hurt. And yeah, it's hard to get anything done when your eyes hurt like that. Sometimes my vision goes blurry when that happens too, which sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Oh, shoot. I just remembered. I gotta plug this phone in. Stuff-a-lanch! Sorry about that. I gotta plug this phone in so that it doesn't die. Those of you who have been around before have for a while know that I've done that before. It's happened a couple of times during a live. All of a sudden, my phone yeah, my phone dies. Thankfully, I had co-hosts that were able to continue entertaining until my phone had enough of a charge that I could get back in. Now I try to remember to always keep it plugged in when I'm live streaming, but of course, squirrel brain. Don't always remember. A lot of people think that, but actually not. It's actually yeah. Yeah, stress. Yeah, I could see stress causing eye pain. I know I've suffered from debilitating chest pains from stress in the past. The first time it happened, I thought it was because of coffee. I thought there was something in coffee that was starting to affect me negatively. So I stopped drinking coffee. Like literally for 10 years, I never drank any coffee. I also didn't get any, like, when I stopped drinking coffee, the chest pains went away. And that's why I never touched the stuff for 10 years. But then while I was married, I started getting the chest pains again. And I'd go in and get a full cardiac workup done. And, oh, yeah, no, your heart's fine. We think it's just from stress. Oh, okay. Well, then what's causing the stress? Oh, well, a lot of things. Like my marriage was a bit on the stressful side. I was also working. It was volunteer work, but it was work. I was running 2 libraries. Well, first it was 1 in the Christian school, and then 2, and oh yeah, no, that's sorry, squirrel brain. Yes, I was also working. I did have a job. For a while, I did newspaper deliveries for a Christian-based newspaper company based out of Calgary, Alberta. And I also worked for I got paid for that job. Oh, ouch. Lung pain? Ouch. Well, that really sucks. Sorry to hear that, Lola. That really sucks. I worked for a computer. I worked for a guy that ran a computer business. But what I did for him was whenever he was in Mexico, I would fill online purchase orders for an antivirus software program. And I got paid for doing that while he was away. And that was until he ended up moving to Mexico. And then his daughter took over the business. Yeah. So, yeah, and the job working in the running the library for the Christian school takes a few months. Whoa, that's like no, a few months shouldn't take a few months. That sucks that you gotta suffer with that for months on end. It really sucks. Wish there was something the doctors could do about that. Yeah, that really sucks. Lola? But yeah, what can the doctors do, right? And they're still working on medical treatments. Yeah. I don't know, my brain just it's kind of blah today, along with the weather.
They still have other but just
Yeah, my daughter, she's got this one friend that's very tech savvy, and he loves working on computers and stuff. And yesterday, she was she was chatting with him, and they play Guild Wars today. Today, you're waiting for new meds. Oh, you have to apply, be accepted, and then get them. Wow. Well, this dude, like they play Guild Wars together, and she was talking with him about how like she's got to get a computer in order to be able to play the game again, and well, all of her login information for her Guild Wars account are back in Alberta. And it's like, well, we do have a laptop here that she could use, but it's kind of laggy when it comes to playing games, even like basic games on it. And he's like, oh well, let's see what we can do to fix that. And so we did a bunch of stuff, and then I went and I started downloading the game, and well, ran out of disk space on my laptop. Yeah, my laptop has very little disk space. So I'm installing it on my external hard drive. And I might try playing the game. But it's like I'm always so busy with everything else that I don't know if I might spend like a little bit of time here, a little bit of time there playing it with and learning it, because it's, excuse me, it looks like it could be a fun game. We'll see. But she's got a friend that's got a computer tower that they refurbished, and that she can have. It's just a matter of them it's kind of in storage right now, so they got to dig it out, and then they're going to ship it to her so she can use that for her gaming. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. In the meantime, I'm hoping that we are able to get everything done that we need to for her for her disability file to be reopened on Wednesday. Well, it won't be reopened on Wednesday, but I'm hoping we're able to get everything done on Wednesday that we need to do. Unfortunately, without a printer, it's kind of difficult, so it's kind of tricky to do. So I'm thinking that maybe we should go to my dad's. Yeah, I think we should go to my dad's on Monday and see if my bonus mom can help us. Because she's got a printer. I have a printer, but it's not hooked up. I can't. The ink for it is like, yeah. I would have to reactivate my account with HP in order to be able to use it, which really sucks. The only way I can use my laptop is online. One of your cats ate your laptop cord? Yeah, you can print at a library, yeah. Oh, yeah. They charge you per page. Same with that WorkBC. They charge you per page that you print out. If it's not like resumes. I don't think there's a library in town here. It would be easier for me to just go to my dad's. Yeah. It's just, it seems like my bonus mom is just avoiding me. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little paranoid. Yeah. But, yeah. So I don't know how long I'm going to live stream for. I'll try for the full 2 hours. Well, we didn't really have words. It's, my dad and I, we had a disagreement. Like, we were talking, and yeah, there were a few times when we raised our voices a little bit, and well, she doesn't like that. It's like, oh, stop arguing, stop fighting. Well, we're not actually fighting. We're having like a heated discussion. What? I'm not allowed to have like a heated discussion with my dad? Apparently not. Yeah. But that was months ago. That was actually last year. She sent me a wordy message on Facebook Messenger just before they took off to go camping. But no, I just maybe I'm just reading too much into things. I'm overly sensitive when it comes to that because of my previous relationship. It was one of those red flags situations with him. It's like, you got to be careful of what you say and how you say it and who you say it in front of, or else it'll come back to bite you on the ass. Yeah. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you, right? Yeah. I worry that I might say or do something that people will take the wrong way. And I've been like that most of my life. And it kind of compounds my depression and anxiety. It's just the last few times going over to their place, like I show up and she's out in the backyard. Or she's outside when I show up and I go into the house. She's in the guest room where her laptop is, or she's out in the backyard. And there have been times, it's okay. Her birthday was March 30th. I sent her a text message wishing her a happy birthday. Wolfie also sent her a text message wishing her a happy birthday. She got Wolfie's message and said thank you. She did not receive mine for some reason. Yeah. I tried sending her a happy birthday through Facebook Messenger, but for some reason, it's not like I couldn't find her on Facebook. so I wasn't able to wish her a happy birthday on Facebook. My dad told me, yeah, she was surprised that she didn't get that you didn't wish her a happy birthday. I'm like, but I did. I sent her a text message wishing her a happy birthday, and I even pulled out my phone and showed him. 11:55 a.m. March 30th. I wished her a happy birthday. Yeah. And it's a big birthday. Like, she turned 80 years old, and they had family from all over show up and stay at the farm and stayed at their place and to wish her a happy birthday and whatnot. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if I still don't know if she ever received that text message. But like, yeah, it's the cell service at their place is it's pretty crappy. It's shitty. There are times my dad will try and phone me, and for him to be able to use his phone to make or receive phone calls, he has to be standing outside on the deck. Yeah, exactly. But she's not like that, Lola. Apparently, yeah. Yeah, you can only do what you can yeah, exactly. Like, I go on my way to say hi whenever I can, and like when my dad drops me off at home, I'm like, yeah, give her hugs and kisses from me. And he, like, the other day, and he's like, but she's outside working. I'm like, well, I didn't say right away. I didn't say when. And he's like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I do that a lot because I don't always see her, and she's not a very big talker. Oh, so yeah, I do what I can. Because, like, I don't want them fighting because of me, and I don't want to be fighting with either of them, but, my dad's memory sucks. He doesn't always remember things, um, like, and, like, not everybody remembers things the same way. And it's like, well, I might remember things one way, and he remembers it a different way, and so we discuss it. We try to discuss it, and it's like, he starts getting bitchy about it. And it's like, well, okay, I'm just stating this is how I remember it. You may remember it differently, but this is how I remember it. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm correct and you're not. I'm just saying this is how I remember it. Because my dad's always telling stories about when he was younger and stuff. And it's like, well, I don't remember that story in that way. This is how I remember it. And yeah. And yeah, sometimes things can get a little heated between the two of us. And it's like, I wasn't always like that with my dad anyways. I was never like that before. It's like, um I never really stood up to him for anything, for any reason, because, well, he's my dad. And well, growing up, you always believe that your parents are infallible, that they know everything, that your dad is invincible, that they'll live forever. They're never wrong. And as you get older, you start to gradually learn that, oh, well, yeah, your personal views of your parents are definitely not that way. They are definitely, yeah, 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 you're equal, sort of. I will always, yeah, you'll always be a child in their eyes, no matter what. Um, they'll always worry about you. Like my dad, he worries about me. And he even says that, "Oh, I worry about you." And it's like, well, yeah, of course you worry about me. I'm your child. I'm the only one that really talks to him. Speaking of my sister, her birthday is also March 30th, the same as my bonus mom's. And my dad tried reaching out to her. Do you remember when you realized your dad or mom changed? Things were totally different with my mom. My mom was really sick when I was really little. The first time I realized just how bad things were for her or with her was when I was walking like my bedroom door, their bedroom door, and then the hallway, right? I walked out my bedroom door and their bedroom door was open just a little bit. My mom was in the middle of a seizure and my dad was trying to pick her up to help get her onto the bed. And well, she had a shirt on, she had pants on, but she didn't have a bra on. And wow, her shirt was up underneath her, or it was up in her armpits, and my dad was trying to pick her up from under the arms to put her on the bed. And yeah, I saw her in her glory, and I just kept walking by. I didn't like it was just a quick glimpse through, and it was, yeah, my mom. I knew about their mortality from a very young age because of my mom being as sick as she was, and then passing away a month before my 10th birthday. My brother and sister, on the other hand, they didn't know, they didn't understand until that point too. Like my brother was 7, my sister was 12, and yeah, that actually came to be quite the blow for them as well, because yeah, our mom was in and out of the hospital a lot too. But through it all, no matter what happened with my mom, my dad, he was like a rock. No matter what life threw at him, he always came out the other end, maybe beaten, battered, and bruised, but still intact. I come from an accident-prone family. My dad, he's not as tall as he should be because of injuries to his spine at work. Yeah, he's injured two of the discs in his spine, like severely. And the first time it happened was in 1984. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my mom, her first seizure, I was just a few months old when she had her first seizure. And she was diagnosed with epilepsy. But that's not what she actually had. She didn't actually have epilepsy. She had a brain tumor that would cause her to have a seizure. But yeah, my dad, he was in an accident at work one day, and he almost lost his life to a train. And he got to ride on the outside of a helicopter. That was his first time ever riding on the outside of a helicopter. But yeah, they had to use the helicopter to fly him out of there to get him to the hospital, and he had crushed, like, it squished like a marshmallow. bones in his spine. It squished like seriously, squish, 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 like a marshmallow. And I know it was in 1984 because of stories that we've had, and I've seen pictures. He had a body brace for a while, and yeah, thankfully it happened after his bowling tournament and whatnot. Because yeah, he was in a bowling tournament in 1984 as well, and he won first prize, which was a trip for two to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And him and my mom, they had a great time in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. And yeah, so he was on TV a couple of times in bowling tournaments, and he won both times. Could have just asked for a ride. Well, I think the reason that they took him by helicopter was because they didn't want to run the risk of him becoming paralyzed permanently. And it was the easiest, safest way to get him out of where he was, because, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, the stories that I could tell you about my dad when he was working for the railroad. Yeah. He's one of those really nice, polite, friendly, respectable people. Just don't piss him off. Yeah. He was telling me about one guy that was threatening to this one coworker was threatening to unalive people and their families, threatening. Oh, it was a terrible guy. And my dad turned around and threatened him. You heard a train last night for the first time? The rumbling? There's no trains out there, I guess. I take it. I've grown up around trains. First half of my childhood, we lived right across the road from the railroad station in my hometown. So I'm used to the sound of trains. There's a train not far from here. There's train tracks not far from here. Got to cross the train tracks to get to my dad's. I like the sound of trains because I find it soothing. But yeah, as I was saying, you live beside Heinz. They used to use trains, but they took line. Aw. Oh, wow. While having a heart attack? Ouch. Yeah, so yeah, as I was saying about my dad and this bully, my dad, like, he's not afraid to stand up to bullies. He puts them in their place. With words. He puts them in their place with words. He's not a fighter. But man, does he know how to use his words. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I gotta take my meds. See, now if Jill was on here, her alarm would be going off. But she's not here. Darn Jill and her family obligations. Yeah, it's 10 a.m. here. I'm just stirring my juice. I made myself a cup of juice, but I didn't stir it enough. All right, now for my meds. There, all done taking my meds. Yeah, all done taking my meds. So, where was I? I was here, working with the G. Maybe I'll do the D later. There's lots of D, 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 D. Bunch of D's in here. So, yeah, I'm still having issues trying to get caught up in my watch later list. I am watching the most recent videos. You want to make chili, but you have no hamburger. You can still make chili just without hamburger. Let's have a vegan chili or vegetarian chili. What I do for chili is I just get a can. I buy my chili. I buy a can of chili. I buy the Puritan mild chili from the dollar store, and then I make rice. I open up the can of chili, and then I just mix the chili and the rice together. The chili cools down the rice, and the rice warms up the chili, so it's just the perfect temperature. Yeah, my watch later list is over 300. But yeah, a large portion of them are like shorts. So, and it doesn't help when within a 1 hour period, I can suddenly have like 6 new videos to watch, and they're like 4, and it's like a total of 4 hours between the 6 videos. So yeah, in 1 hour, like my watch list will, yeah, I wish you could be sorted to time length, but like you don't like canned too mushy, yeah. Yeah, I love my chili with rice. My parents used to always have their chili with noodles. And then one day I'm like, well, just make some rice to go with the chili. And they're like, oh, hey, never thought of that. And, oh, that's really good. We like it like that. And yeah, so I love my chili with rice. But tonight I'm doing chicken in the air fryer, chicken thighs. And I'm going to make up a little bit of macaroni elbows and open up a can of corn niblets. Yeah. I was going to do that last night, and then it's like, you know what? I'm just going to do bacon, hash browns, and eggs because that's quicker. Plus, that way also I'm only using up I'm just dirtying up the frying pan in a spatula. Whereas what I'm going to be making for dinner tonight is going to require the air fryer and a pot and the colander. And so I have used that new can opener that I got from Temu, and well, it kind of sucks. It's funny to watch. Yeah, it's funny to watch the can opener because you put it on, you press the button, and you hold it until it starts to move, and then it starts moving and spinning and shaking and rocking and rolling. It's like, oh my god. I had to run the thing over the can twice in order for it to actually cut the whole thing, and it did work. It did open the can. But well, what do you expect? What else can you expect from yeah, it works. That's all I can say is it works. Actually, I should do that. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna do a video short with the can opener. That's what I'm gonna do later. When I open up the can of corn, I'll record it. I'll record the can opener. You can see just how funny it is. Put it to music. Yeah. Yeah, then you can see my dancing can opener. Yeah, Wolfie really likes my new hairbrush. She's like, good, then the one that the hairbrush that's in the bathroom is mine now. I'm like, yep, that's why I got this one. I like my hairbrush. I like all the goodies that I got. Yeah, you definitely, yeah, you gotta see it. It is funny. It is funny. Oh my goodness. I'm almost done with G. I've got this section and this section, and I still got lots. Still got lots to go through. This will all be yours one day. Well, we've already talked about her getting the fifth wheel. We've talked about saving up our money together and like saving up what money we can each month to go towards buying a larger camper for me to live in, and then she will have the fifth wheel for herself. Because, well, with her by herself, she would just need this. And I would need something larger for myself and my boyfriend if things don't work out with him saving up enough to buy a house. So we'll see. Because she has very little stuff, and I could use a bigger place because of all of my stuff. And yeah, and yeah, we've that's like the conversation that some of the conversations that my parents and I have had about when my dad passes away. We're like, yeah, when he kicks the bucket, I get the motorhome and I get his truck. My bonus mom gets everything else. Yeah. Oh yeah, I just remembered. I was like, my sister, her birthday. So yeah, my dad, he tried wishing her a happy birthday. He tried calling her and texting her and whatnot. And then one day he was in town, and he just stopped at her place, and like she bought herself a new Chevy Camaro as a birthday present for herself. And so he got to see her new car, and he's like, yeah, I just I tried calling you and texting you, and she's like, oh, I got a new number. Oh, okay. Yeah. So she showed him around her place, all the stuff that she's gotten done inside her place, and her car. And you're making rice? Yay! I love rice. I do. I love rice. Not as much as pasta, though. Oh my goodness, I love pasta. We used to joke around when I was when I was younger. We used to joke around that I'm like Garfield. Yeah, like tell your dad your number. Yeah. Well, she's bipolar, and she's a little bitchy about the fact that my dad has been helping me out financially and not helping her out. And it's like, well, okay, you got your own business, you own your own home, maybe a mobile home, but it's still, you own your own home. You make enough money to be able to afford to buy yourself a frickin' Chevy Camaro, and you're bitching about him spending $5,000 on a fifth wheel for me to live in. And because I can't do it myself. Yeah, my sister has fibromyalgia, and she's got her own business. It's a cleaning business. She also has a higher pain threshold, but still, like, yeah, the fibromyalgia does flare up for her at times. And it's really funny that she's got a cleaning business, because she used to hate cleaning. Oh, she despised it. Like, she'd do anything she could to get out of doing, yeah, she'd do whatever she could to get out of doing housework. But yeah, jealous. And it's like, well, if you needed help, he would help you, but it doesn't look like you need help. It's like, yeah, she needed help once, and so she needed financial help once, and he lent her his credit card, and yeah, she paid him back. She refused to pay back the interest, but yeah, she paid him back what she borrowed like $5,000. I don't know how much it was. I'm just saying $5,000. Like, she borrowed $5,000, but then of course there ended up being, like, I don't know, a couple $100 interest tacked on, because banks, credit cards, all that stuff, they love to do that to you. They'll gouge you wherever they can. And she refused to pay back the interest. And yeah, it's like when she gave my dad, he needed a new motor for his car, and she's like, she basically like handed him her credit card and said, here, go get yourself a new motor, you can pay me back when you can afford it. And he's like, okay, cool. Well, he paid her back, and he paid the interest on top of that. But when it came to her paying back the interest, no. I only borrowed $5,000. I'm only giving you the $5,000 back. Basically, is what she was. Basically, is what it came down to. And well, bonus mom went, and she was not happy about that, and she tore a strip. She borrowed dad's phone, and she sent a sternly worded message to my sister. And of course, my sister assumed that it was dad that said it. Maybe, I don't know. But she cut contact. Yeah, she cut contact with our dad for several years. Wouldn't have anything to do with him for several years. And it's like, okay, well, fuck you too. My brother, he has turned into quite the piece of work. he cut ties with our dad. Back when I was pregnant with my son, I believe. Could have been when I was pregnant with my daughter. Yeah, I think it was when I was pregnant with my daughter. Yeah, that's right. He was engaged. They were going to get married. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, my brother was engaged. They were going to get married and they were going through like the premarital counseling stuff. And with the pastor, with this pastor, and my brother was talking about how things were when growing up and whatnot. And the pastor dude, he's like, yeah, sounds like you had a neglected childhood, neglected by your father. It's like, what? That's bullshit. My dad was like the sole bread earner in the family. He was the one bringing in the money, working five days a week. Our mom was sick a lot, in and out of the hospital a fair bit. My dad trying to take care of a sick wife, 3 children, my brother being the youngest of the 3, trying to spend quality time with all 3 of us equally. It was hard. It was really hard. Like, my dad, he struggled. And of course, with how young my brother was at the time, he didn't see how hard things actually were. My brother and I, we used to be really close. But when he started accusing our dad of neglect in our youth, in our childhood, it's like, no. He was the coach for my softball team one summer. And yeah, it all stems back to, yeah, they have opinions. But like, they don't know the whole situation. They only hear what they want to hear. And then like you tell them like this, like you tell them this much of a story, but they only focus on like this much of that story, and yet the story is like this, like the true actual story, but you don't tell them all of the facts. And yeah, but yeah, like basically, yeah, it actually all stems from softball. My sister and I both played softball. We all 3 of us, like my sister and I, we tried ballet. All 3 of us did piano lessons. I did bowling. All 3 of us did taekwondo, which is a form of martial arts. When my dad asked my brother if he wanted to play softball, he said no. So my dad left it at that. He said no. My brother, apparently, years later, he's like, well, if he had asked me again later, I would have said yes. You have a freaking voice, use it. You could have piped up and said, Dad, I changed my mind. I actually would like to play softball. But no, he never did. It's like, hello, you've got a voice, use it. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, my brother turned into a douchebag. And he has a son and a daughter of his own, and he very seldom sees them. So he basically has turned into what he accuses our dad of, being a deadbeat dad, not being there for his. He's not really there for his kids, which is sad because that's not how he was raised. He was not raised to be like that. Yeah. Oh God, you want to talk stepmom? My stepmom? Oh, that woman, she was a piece of work too. My bonus mom is way better. I wish she had been my stepmom instead of my actual stepmom. My stepmom was oh god. Yeah. Yeah, my dad still pays my stepmom or former stepmom. She gets $500 a month from him. And she's going to be getting that every month for the rest of her life, or until she remarries. But for her to get married, she would have to file for divorce because they're not actually divorced; they're just legally separated. Yeah, my dad said if she wants a divorce, she can file for it. She can file for a divorce. I'm never getting married again. It's like, okay, all right. But I know if he was gonna get married again, he'd marry my bonus mom. Because, yeah, they love each other very, very muchly. But, yeah, they're just. Yeah. Yeah, my stepmom, oh god, that woman, she's got issues, but I think the majority of her issues stem from the fact that she has epilepsy. And she's had brain surgery several times. Well, not several times, but she's had brain surgery. Which has that's a Q. H J L L N Q R. Anyways, yeah, because she would have grand mal seizures, and so she had brain surgery several times to deal with the grand mal seizures, and yeah. But yeah, to decide between. Oh yeah. Well, there was an incident between my stepmom and my sister. They got into a big fight, yelling, screaming, all that stuff. My sister stormed out of the house. Stepmom stormed off into the bedroom. My dad went into the bedroom to calm her down, and she's like, either she goes or I go. My dad turned around, packed a suitcase for my sister's stuff, and left it outside of the house. Left it outside by the back door. So when my sister came home, it was sitting there waiting for her. Yeah. She was 18 at the time. Yeah, there's a lot of things that he did for that woman that he regrets nowadays. But okay, I'm working on the D. Yeah, well, when he yeah, she moved into the basement of a friend's parents' place, and that kind of ruined her friendship because she refused to do housework. Go figure. Yeah. So I'm working on the D. Woohoo! Working on the D. But so yeah, my sister has apparently been bipolar most of her life. My brother suffers from depression and anxiety. I suffer from depression and anxiety. And of course, it stems from when because of our mom being sick. It affected us, it traumatized us greatly. And my brother has not been getting the treatment, like, he's not been treating it properly. At one point in time when he was a teenager, he had in 1 year he was working like 4 different jobs. Yeah, he had 4 jobs. Living at home with 4 jobs. Oh, yours are 550? Mine are 3705. But yeah, the way like he was a dishwasher at Denny's. That was a full-time job. He had a full-time job and then 3 part-time jobs. He did deliveries for Little Caesars pizza place. Once a week there was a food delivery service that came to town, and they would. So once a week he would they'd pick him up, and he'd help them with dropping off deliveries to the different restaurants. And he also worked at another place, KFC. Yeah, he worked at KFC as well. That was also part-time. And found out later from our sister, as to how he was able to handle all of that working. He was doing the white stuff. But after doing that for a year, yeah, Denny's, yeah. After doing that for a year, he kind of got burnt out from all the work. So he had to cut back. Because that's a lot of work. But see, it was always easy for my brother and my sister to get jobs, to get work, because they're able to work. And they work really, really hard. Me, I can work really hard, but I have issues when it comes to communication, working with other people. Yeah. Didn't want to assume. Yeah, it's the white stuff. Yeah. I didn't know that he was doing the white stuff. But see, that's also according to my sister. I don't know if that's actually true, but my sister would, she probably knew, because I think she dabbled in that stuff too at one point or another, because of the people the stuff that she used to do in high school. Like the people she used to hang out with, and she was one of those rebellious teenagers, and yeah. She was very popular in high school. My brother was also very popular in high school. Me, no. I was not one of the popular group. Nope. Because of insecurities, like very shy, always afraid that I'd say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing. Because there were tendencies when I did say and do the wrong thing. And it's like, oh, it sounds great in my head, and then I'll actually say it, and then stop and realize what I just said did not sound like it did in my head, and that just sounded so wrong, very inappropriate, and I chalk it up to head injuries. You think I'm funny? Aw, how sweet. I wasn't always like this. Like, and I'm still nervous That's why, like, I'll say something, and then I have to go into an explanation. If I say something that just doesn't sound right, please let me know. Please don't get offended by anything I say or do, because that's not my intention. I have issues, and I don't know how to deal with them aside from apologizing. Why in the hell is my phone making noises? Oh, Sam, sending attachments to the Trainwreck family. Oh, and rain expected to end in the next few hours. You'll tell me it won't be in a group of 500. That's my instant pop. Oh, goodness. Okay. D's. More D's. Let's more D's over here. Yeah, I still, like, I'm very careful about what I say and how I say it. But if I'm not paying 100% attention, I have a tendency of saying something that just doesn't make any sense. It's like, wait, what did you just say? I don't know. What did I just say? I wasn't paying attention. What did I say? Yeah, I'm like that too. And but see, I have a legitimate excuse. I was dropped on my head as a baby. Serious. I was dropped on my head as a baby. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. My mom had just finished. My mom was in the living room. My dad was in the bedroom getting ready to go out. It was guys' night out type deal. My mom was in the living room. She had just finished breastfeeding me. I was only a few months old. And she stood up to put me in the bassinet beside the couch. And she had a seizure and dropped me. She dropped me. And then she dropped to the floor herself. And she ripped a tooth out of her mouth, an adult tooth out of her mouth. My dad, he's in the bedroom, and he hears this thud, and then a louder thud. So the first thud was me hitting the floor. The second thud was her hitting the floor. He goes out into the living room to see what's going on, and he sees both of us on the floor. And my mom, she's like bleeding, frothing from the mouth because of pulling the tooth out of her mouth. He rushes into the living room, picks me up, puts me in the bassinet, calls 911. Ambulance comes, rushes my mom to the hospital. And the doctors are like, oh yeah, she had a seizure, she's got epilepsy. Yeah. And the reason I know so much detail of this particular incident is because I found her journal where she described everything in detail about that particular night. Plus, my dad also told me some of the details. Also, like, he was in the bedroom getting ready to go out, and he heard the noises. And like, I didn't cry when I was dropped. Apparently, yeah. But yeah, like, talk about traumatizing, eh? Yeah, words come out. People look at you. Yeah, that happens to me. And like even like I'll go and I'll hold a door open for someone, and they'll say thank you, and I'll say you're welcome. A lot of times I'll just smile and nod because I just forget the words. Oh, I should have said that you're welcome. I'll remember later. Like I'll draw a blank. It's like, oh yeah, I was supposed to say you're welcome. Yeah. So I am running into a bit of an issue because the the tack on this canvas is not the greatest, to be expected with like I have this issue with all canvases, like pre-framed canvases like this from the dollar store. It's frustrating. The tack just isn't the greatest. So I got to use these. Because I've used these pens. Quite. Hello, L and L. Hello, hello. We do that again. Oh goodness. I struggle. I try to make sure that I have certain things that are ready for me to say, just in case, you know. But I still stumble, and quite often still just smile and nod. Smile and nod is the safest thing that I can do. Smile and nod. But when I'm doing really good, then I'll actually like say more, actually speak up and say things, and but I have to be like 100% focused on the situation, because there are times when I'll go and I'll be talking, and then something will distract me, and I'm still talking, and what I'm saying just all of a sudden doesn't make any sense because I was just squirrel brain, right? That's why I'll suddenly say squirrel brain. Yeah. So I am looking forward to this summer. This is going to be an awesome summer, I feel. I really feel that it's going to be an awesome summer because I've got my own home, even if I am sharing it with my fluffy daughter. Sharing it with my daughter. We haven't lived under the same roof in many years. And so it's really nice having her around. She gets me. She understands me. Because she has similar issues. But she's also more open, more vocal these days. She wasn't always. Oh, really? My conversations, they just in one ear, out the other type deal. Yeah, because my memory sucks. But then, like, I might suddenly remember the conversation later down the road, and it's like, oh, yeah, do you remember such and such? And they'll be like, yeah, yeah, this is, oh, okay. Yeah, doesn't always happen, though. But yeah, and there are things that, well, like I said earlier, not everybody remembers things the same way. And like conversations, and my dad, like some of the stories that my dad has told in the past, it's like, well, I don't remember it that way. I'll be telling, like, he'll be telling the story, and then I'll pipe up and I'll be like, well, such and such, and he's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Doesn't always happen, but sometimes. I don't like big crowds. I don't like crowds. Like I don't like large groups of people because I always feel like a third wheel. I always feel like an outsider. Like I shouldn't really be there. That kind of stuff. I get uncomfortable, I get nervous. I'm always afraid that I'm going to say the wrong thing and everybody's going to stop whatever they're doing or saying and they're going to look at me weird and then they're just going to ignore me. I'm like that in group chats too. That's why, like, when I'm watching a live stream and I don't say very much. It's because I'm not sure about what to say sometimes, but I am getting better at it. I am getting better at it gradually. Gradually getting there. Sorry, just needed a quick drink. Quick sip of my juice. So I gotta message my friend in Colorado and ask her what's going on, how things are going. When are you sending me my stuff, girl? I want my stuff. The stuff that I ordered from Temu. That would be the political rally. Yeah, I don't think. Well, okay, stuff like that, I'm okay with. If I have someone there with me that I can talk with. If it's like one or two, if I'm there with like one or two people, I can handle it. Because then, like, I can just focus on them and talking with them. If I'm at something like that by myself, no, I would have difficulties with that. I'd be worried that somebody might try to strike up a conversation with me, and I don't know them, and I start getting nice and friendly with them, chatting and whatnot, and then I say or do something that makes them that chases them away. But it also depends on my mood too. We were all there for a reason. We didn't need to interact. It was great. Nobody knew who I was. So was that a conservative party? I've never actually been to like a political rally or whatever that was. Yeah, political rally. Yeah, I've never actually been to one. Let me see. I'm gonna try my other pen here. When I used to vote, it was NDP, but that was like I was married to like my ex-husband. He's NDP. His mom was NDP. The guy that was running for NDP in our area, I met him. I met his wife. Really lovely people. When he'd be in Parliament, yeah, he got in trouble a lot. Hi, Sherry's Journey. Oh, that would be lovely if you come. You can come back anytime you want, LNL. I've been told my videos are pretty entertaining, and sometimes sad, but very eye-opening, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, no, I've never see, I can't remember where Honestly, I don't remember the last time I voted where I was. I don't remember where I'm registered for voting. I'd have to look into that. Yeah. But yeah, hello, Sherry. Yeah. But yeah, I used to help out with the NDP party. Because it was like I was affiliated with them, I guess, through marriage and mostly, but like I voted for who I felt would be would be best. And but yeah, it's been many years since the last time I voted because of all the moving around that I've done over the years, and I haven't really kept up with the politics. So yeah, I don't know. I just know that the MLA, the guy that I knew, he for the NDP, he became the MLA. He was the MLA for 2 terms, 2 consecutive terms, and I strongly believed in what he was fighting for. He was fighting for um the little man. He was fighting for the seniors and for people on disability. And he let it be known that that's what he was fighting for, and he would get in trouble during parliamentary meetings, hearings, whatever it's called, because he wouldn't like he because yeah, he let them know, like he would bitch them out and get in trouble for it. And he fought for the seniors, he fought for the people on disability, and for those on he fought to raise minimum wage and all that stuff here in BC. Actually, I think he was the last one that I voted for in any elections. Come to think of it, yeah, I think he was the last one. Um, yeah, I don't know what their stance is nowadays. Um, like I'm just so focused on trying to keep my life in order these days. I don't really pay much attention to all that much that's going on outside of my own life and those that I care about, like you guys on my channel, my friends through YouTube and Facebook, and yeah. House of Commons is fun to watch. They're funny. Yeah, yeah. Um. Oh my goodness! I've got all these freaking pens, and I'm having an issue with putty in all of them. Oh, hey, this one's got lots of putty in it in the tip. So let's go with my ergonomic pen. Yeah. My daughter actually, she got to watch. She actually got to sit in um House of Commons once and watch. And she's like, "Hey, yeah, mom, I got to see so and so get yelled at in the House of Commons." I'm like, "Oh God, why am I not surprised?" Yeah, her class went on a field trip to Victoria, and yeah, one of the places that they went to was the House of Commons. And they got to sit up top and watch. What the heck? Some of the tack is just on this. It might be because of the heat too from the light. But apparently I lost a K right there. There. Now stay. You're a nerd over this stuff. Yeah, the humidity. Yeah, air conditioning. I never had any problems last year. But I think it was because I also was using natural light. I'd open up the blinds and have just natural light come in. Yeah, less lights, overhead lights. I don't know. Yeah, I do worry about like the humidity and the dryness in the air at times. Like the dryness in the air causing issues with static. Yeah. But yeah, I did I mentioned earlier that I did kit up my Captain Caveman. I did a kit up video of it, but it won't be airing. I'll be posting it at the end of July. But in that kit up video, I actually because the drills are in little baggies, in little Ziploc baggies. What I did was oh, ouch, that's hot. What I did was I used I'd put the dryer sheet in and I'd use the tweezers and rub it around on the inside of the baggie because I saw Kim from Kimba's Crafts do that. And it's like, oh wait, that looks like it could work, maybe. So I gave it a try, and yeah, it seems to work pretty good for me here. So yeah, I had pretty much no issues with static in that video. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I really want to get that stuff from my friend in Colorado so that I can get my my chaos canvas. You don't know what to do for August? Well, find a canvas that you think is funny looking or speaks to you in a funny way. That's what I did. I saw the Captain Caveman and it's like, ooh, it's good for two things. It's funny because Captain Caveman I always thought was funny and never actually watched I don't remember if I actually watched the show or no, yeah, I think I did see a couple episodes of it when I was growing up. But it's an 80s cartoon character that I know my boyfriend really likes 80s cartoons. And so it's like, hey, perfect. 2 birds, 1 stone, right? 2 birds, 1 canvas. When I'm done the canvas, I'll frame it for him. Yeah. I know he'll like it. Yeah. So the chaos, oh my goodness, my chaos one. I'm hoping that the rendering, the detail and all that stuff is good. Cuz I still have not said what it is. it will be a surprise when it arrives. When it finally arrives. But yeah, I gotta talk to my friend because I did ask her, but she hasn't said anything back yet. So maybe I'll pester her today about it. Are you sending it? When are you sending it? I don't normally pester her. I don't like pestering people. Yeah, if you've got a lot of canvases, it's better to just do pictures rather than hauling all of them out to show them all. As you know, I don't have very many canvases. I never do have very many canvases at a time because I just can't really afford it. That's the biggest reason. The biggest number one reason is because I can't afford it. If I could afford it, I'd run out of space. I would run out of space. Big time. But yeah, I would love to have, oh, that's a terrible looking drill. I'd love to have lots of canvases to choose from. Put them all on my on a wheel. Yeah. I want to have lots, and then like the spin the wheel thing, I can have a wheel with the stash, and then like when and then I can like spin that wheel, and it gives me a canvas to kit up. I'll kit up that canvas and put it on the other wheel, and then when I want to do a new canvas, start working on a new canvas, I can spin the wheel, and it's like, okay, well, I'll start working on this canvas, and then I'll kit down the completed canvas, and then spin the wheel for a new canvas to kit up, and from my stash, and yeah. And then like when I do the and then I'll record a video, the kit up video of the canvas, and then when I spin the wheel and it lands on that canvas, yeah, choosing is hard. That's why I do the spin the wheel thing. Yeah, when I spin the wheel and it lands on a canvas, gives me a canvas to work on, then I'll upload the video of the kit up of that particular canvas, and then start working on that canvas. That way I've got the kit up video ready. I've got video, then I'll have a little stockpile of videos that I can access. Plus, if I'm having a blah day and I don't feel up to recording a video, then I can just upload an old video. Yeah. But yeah, it's just about 11 o'clock. It's just about time. It's just about time.
Like it looks like
so it looks like I'm going to be finishing the D tomorrow. So I wonder if yeah, Katya is probably not going to be able to join tomorrow because she's usually too busy on Sundays. But yeah, hopefully Jill will be able to join us tomorrow. I know she's not doing a live stream today because she's got family obligations. So she'll be pretty tired after she gets home from all of that stuff. I know I get that way. Whenever I go out and about to get stuff done, like Wednesday, we went out and we got the food hamper and the groceries, stuff from the store, and my package from the post office. And Thursday, the next day, we were supposed to go back to the resource center where the food bank is. And well, she really didn't want to go without me, and I was not really in any condition to go anywhere. I was sore and tired. So we didn't go. She didn't go. So that stuff didn't get done. So nothing got done on Thursday for her file with disability. But we're going to go on Wednesday and hopefully get all of that stuff done. But yeah, I'm going to talk to my dad about going over to their place and see if Bonus Mom can help with printing out what we need. Yeah. So. Oh, yeah. Well, let's hope Jill's not in jail, because then we'll have to set up a GoFundMe to get bail money to bail her out. Sorry, I'm just suddenly listening to what my daughter is saying. She's playing a video game called Warframe. She's really good at her games. I swear she could make good money as a beta tester for games because of how good she is at gaming. She explains things to other players. You know what? How about we finish with the D today, and then we'll call the video done. We'll call the live stream done after I'm done with the D. Woohoo! Let's finish the D. Yeah. Yeah, like I've got the wheel on my phone. I've got the wheel on my phone. I've got 3 wheels on it. I got my stash, my cross stitch, and my diamond paintings. And my stash, you need a minimum of 2 canvases on the stash, and actually I actually still have one on here that I don't. I'm gonna change it to Captain Caveman and change the background color there. So now I've got 2. Yay! Save that wheel. And then my cross stitch. Let's see. I got my cartoon cat, my butterfly and cat, my rainbow cat, and I got my bookie dragon. Woohoo! But I'm trying to get my butterfly and cat done. And then diamond paintings, I've got my hungry cookie monster, my third eye, my Santa, and my little helpers. Yeah.
Only one.
Sorry, I'm just going through my notifications for YouTube videos there. Okay. All right, let's finish this D. All right. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, there's a D here. Okay, so it looks like I've got all the D's around the outer edge done, and now I've just got these two sections to do of the D. I'm going to add some more of the color. Color. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a little bit of stuff to do for now. But yeah, I got to get the parchment paper so that I can get my Hungry Cookie Monster set up with the parchment paper on it. And my Captain Caveman as well. And yeah. And yes, I've got my cross stitch kits and I've got my crocheting. I am crocheting another curtain. I was working on that this morning while waiting until 9 o'clock to start my live stream. And I was also watching a video. I was watching a replay, live stream replay on my phone. Also watching my laptop install Guild Wars 2 as well. So it was at 95% when just before I started my live stream. You didn't see my curtain? Oh, well, I'll take a picture and show it. Maybe. Yeah, the curtain that I'm working on now is going to go across the back window of the fifth wheel because I want to get rid of all my blinds because I don't really like blinds all that much. And these curtains that I'm making, they do give protection. They also help with cutting down on the cold. But they also give a lot of light. Yeah. And I really... Oh yeah, my curtains, they're all different because they're different colors. Trying to use up my yarn, the yarn that I've got before it goes bad. Yeah, yarn can actually go bad if it sits around long enough. It weakens. And I've tried making things with old yarn, and it just keeps fraying and breaking, and it's just terrible. And it's like, nope, forget it. Because I've thought of taking apart old projects and reusing the yarn, and yeah, no, just doesn't work. Which is too bad because I had a really massive curtain that I had made for the patio doors in our apartment. And yeah, massive curtain. It was not, yeah. Anyways, yeah, when we moved out of that apartment, I threw it into a laundry bag and it, you wish you could send me my your yarn. No, you keep your yarn, you use it for what you want, and I use all colors. I use every color. I've got enough yarn here to make enough curtains for my place. I do. Because my friend gave me a bunch of yarn. And then I've got I've got enough yarn. I do. For my curtains. It's just a matter of having the time to work on them and not being too sore to work on them. Because arthritis, right? Yeah. If you know, you know. But yeah, I'm almost done with the D. Yay! I am actually looking forward to finishing this and then sealing it because these drills, they just keep sliding all over the place. And I am going to seal this one, and I just don't know what I'm going to do with it after I seal it. I'll hang it up somewhere. I will, because it's really cool looking with all these colors. I love mandalas. I do. I love mandalas. They're so pretty.
And
Oh, it's doing the work you don't like. Yeah, I like to start them and work on them, but then when it comes to finishing them, I tend to start something else and work on that. There was at one point in time while I was married, I actually went and counted how many blankets I had started and not finished. And I had, I kid you not, 13. So what I did was I took those 13, and they were all blankets that I had started. I took those and I combined some of them, like took the yarn, took apart a couple, and just used the yarn to finish them. And I did not start any new projects. What I ended up doing was I'd finish a blanket, and then I'd grab another one and then finish and work on it until it was finished, and then to try and to get them done. And I eventually got them all done. I just focused on getting them finished, and I was able to get them finished. But yeah, some of them it's like, oh well, yeah, okay, well I like this one. The yarn from this one would actually go good with it, so I'm going to take. I'm further along with this one than this one, so I'm going to take this one apart and join it to this one, so I can finish this one. Yeah. So out of the 13, I ended up with 7 or 8, I believe. Yeah. But like not full size blankets. Hmm. Yeah. But yeah, they were like mainly they're like Afghans, lap blankets. Cause yeah, full size blankets, whoo, they are huge. And they can be pretty damn heavy. Yeah. I have done a few full size blankets. My parents have one that they sometimes put on the guest bed, and it's actually a really cool pattern. It's mini granny squares. And when I say mini granny squares, I mean like little granny squares like this big, all joined together. Oh yeah, I came across the pattern. I came across a YouTube video. Unfortunately, it was in Spanish, and it was broken up into three videos. For each section, yeah. Anyways, I sat there and I went through the video watching without the sound because it's Spanish and I don't know Spanish. But I just quickly jotted down in the directions, like, okay, this is what this step and this step and this step, and it's actually pretty easy, pretty straightforward. It's like you just make like a gazillion little tiny granny squares, and then you stitch the corner to corner, right? And I actually made two of them. And the first one that I made, I actually, and then once they're all together, then you do a border around the whole thing, and so yeah, I made one and I gave it to my parents. But I really loved making those little tiny granny squares. It was lots of fun making the little tiny granny squares. Oh yeah, it was it was. No, I love making lap blankets. I do. I love making lap blankets because they're the perfect size, right? They're the perfect size. All right. So I am done with the D. Woohoo! I am done with the D. And with that, I'm going to end the live stream. So it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yay! So I wonder how much of this I'm going to get done tomorrow. It is looking pretty cool. It is looking pretty cool. It's filling in nicely. The lighting right here sucks, even though I've got like 4 freaking lights on right here. 4 lights shining right here, and it's not very bright. I'm going to turn on my O-light. My ring light. My ring light helps a little bit, but yeah. I think that looks pretty cool. It's coming along nicely. Oh, you can always hang out with me. Yeah. So I have, how many colors do I have left? I've got A, B, C, E, F, H, J, L, and Q. 10. I got 10 colors left. Woohoo! And it looks so cool. Yep. All right. So, anyways, so we shall see you tomorrow, hopefully. All right. Bye.